Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our segment of Have You Heard podcast, where we introduce and highlight local businesses and entrepreneurs and anybody doing their thing. This is our 10th episode, and in this episode, we welcome the owners of the Cressman, what is it?
Pet Poo Pickup. Yeah,
it's a tongue twister. So, all right. And we got Alicia and Craig.
Yep.
And obviously, we're gonna get straight into the. Well, actually, before we get into that, let's get into who you guys are. Like, are you from the area? Anything you could tell us away from the business? Who are you guys?
Yeah. So we're both local. He's from Easton originally. I'm from Bethlehem, and we met here. Got married almost 10 years ago, and I have a full-time job as a healthcare architect. So I'm a designer, and I work like in the healthcare industry and work with, all the hospital networks and stuff around Lehigh Valley. I still have that job. That's still my career of choice. But ever since we started the business together, I've been partaking, of course, in Cressman Pet Poo Pickup. And your story.
Yeah, I'm Craig. Like she said, born in the area, grew up in Bethlehem, in the Easton area. Joined the Marine Corps right after high school. So I was stationed in California for 4 years. After that, I had some time saved up and moved to Las Vegas. So I was in Las Vegas for almost 12 years. Like 12. Was it 9? 10 years. 10 years in Las Vegas. Started off as a barback out there, actually. And just worked my way up through the ranks, and I became a bartender at Hard Rock Hotel. So I bartended there for a while. Yeah, it was really cool. Eventually made my way back to the Lehigh Valley. Did like a little stint of security at the hospital. Okay. Just sort of some money, and I didn't really have any desire to bartend at the time. Kind of like, because there's no last call in Las Vegas. So like coming back here and there's last call, you're like, this is kind of weird. And I didn't think the money was going to be equate to like what it was out there to what it was here. I was pretty naive. And then the Mint Gastropub on 10th and Broad opened, and I started there, day one employee. I was there for 12 years.
I never got the chance to actually go there.
No? That was good. Yeah,
I was supposed to go there.
That was a good brunch spot.
They did brunch, yeah. I know. It was on the list. The crazy thing is
that was hot.
I only live like, 2 blocks from there?
Do you really?
Yeah. I never went. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, now it's something different. So, but yeah, that's bartending for a while there, and COVID happened 2020. Everything kind of got a little different. Yeah. We had our child in 2018. So. But yeah, after COVID, I kind of, your mind kind of changes a little bit on what's important in life, and with my family and working nights, it was starting to take a little toll on everybody, I think. And after, bartending for 20 plus years, my love for it kind of started fading away a little bit. It wasn't what I wanted to do anymore, honestly. I still love making cocktails, but it just wasn't something I wanted to do. And now we get to the poop part.
Okay. Nice. So how did you transition from being a bartender from 20 years to just...
bartending, you're kind of like working on, you work with other people, but it's really your bar. Like you're a one-man show behind that bar. And that's the way I've kind of always been with my approach on working. So I wanted to do something that I could work by myself. I could scale it by myself. I wanted to be outside. I love being outside. I love dogs. We
love dogs.
It kind of fell and became its own thing. Shout out to Chris Nickens, Tampa Bay Poo Patrol. He started one down in Tampa Bay, and he's killing it now. Absolutely killing it. So in the beginning, I had him as a friend that I could bounce ideas off of, and he really helped me set everything up. Like he did. We owe a lot to him for sure.
He was a Lehigh Valley.
Yeah, he was a Lehigh Valley native.
And moved down to Florida. And him and his wife started.
To Florida.
He's originally from Atlanta, came up to Lehigh Valley, then went back down to Tampa or something like that.
So how many dogs do you guys say you love dogs? How many do you have?
We just have one.
One
big dog. And actually, he is, you can show our logo later, but he is our logo.
Oh, he's the logo?
Yeah, he's a cartoon version of him. I love showing people that. Like, that's our dog.
Okay.
What kind of dog is it?
It's a chocolate lab. Finn. Shout out Finn.
You guys have dogs like growing up?
Oh yeah, I've always had
he
dogs
always
as
did.
far back as I can remember. Always,
yeah.
and I've been scooping poop since I was like 5 years old. So
Yeah.
and that's another thing. I was like, why not get paid for it? And then in Lehigh Valley, I just read a statistic like not too long ago. I think it said there was like 700,000 residents in the Lehigh Valley alone right now. 45% are dog owners. So that's like 315,000 dogs in the Lehigh Valley.
Yeah.
Like,
That's crazy.
come on, not
That's a
everybody wants
crazy
to pick
number
up
when you
poop.
think about it. Yeah.
So and I feel like the jobs nowadays, you got to find that niche like nobody wants to do.
Yeah,
You know, and that
you do.
and you gotta get in there. You know, and that's what it
Yeah.
is. And like nobody wakes up and is like, I can't wait to go pick up poop. You know,
That's true.
So,
That's true.
And people are busy lives.
Yeah.
You know, so I figured why not give it a try. And when I first started, you know, I had a couple clients, no big deal. So I was still bartending at the time. I had gone down to Time in Easton, and I was getting more clients. And I kind of had a number in my head, like, all right, once I hit this number, I'm done. Like
Yeah.
I'm cashing out, and I hit that number, and here we are.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
full-time job.
Nice.
Yeah.
You ever
And-
think you'll ever transition back? Like, will you ever go
bartending?
back to bartending?
So it's funny when I was just talking about that music venue, I was like, oh, that's got a cool place to bartend.
Yeah.
Like if I would do it, it would be like a private setting. Like I've bartended a wedding since then, which was really
weddings
cool.
you could do.
But again,
once in a while.
having working for myself now, it's going to be hard to like
Transition back to work for somebody else.
Yeah, you know,
Okay.
like it's my hours, it's my time, it's you know, and working for
yeah.
somebody else always kind of like always was weird to me.
Me too. Hey, I know
Like
how
I'm
it
making
is,
this
bro.
other person money who really probably doesn't care about me.
Yeah,
You
not
know
at
what
all.
I mean? Like,
Yeah.
why not do it for myself? And God forbid if something happens in the future where this business just can no longer be, I could always go back to bartending. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think I'd have a problem finding a job.
Yeah,
You know,
I
I'd be
think
all right.
you did win the contest.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So,
I forgot to
I got a
mention
couple
this
awards.
is our Cinco de Mayo best bartender of the year.
Yeah, I got some awards for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. No, the drink you made was actually really good.
So I'm like, yeah, I like it. But it was a weird transition for sure. You know, leaving home with money in your pocket every night.
Yeah.
You know, that's tricky. You know, now I'm invoicing one time a month, so I get that lump sum, and now you got to be responsible
with
for it the whole
everything.
month. Where bartending, I'm like, oh, I'll make that again tomorrow. I'll make that again tomorrow. You know, nonstop. And now it's like, not that bartending isn't work. Like it's work. Don't get me wrong, but like this is work now. You're responsible for the money you make, and that's tricky. It's a blessing and a curse. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I was already used to the 9 to 5, so I was like, "Welcome to my world."
yeah, and I haven't worked 5 days. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I haven't worked 5 days in a row since probably 2000.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like, yeah. So
Lucky
so
man.
Like, are you sure you want to give this up?
like Sunday, I'll be like, wait a minute, I go back to work tomorrow. Like this, you know, Sunday I'd be like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's not something like that. But this Monday through Friday, man,
It's crazy,
wild.
right?
But he's like home for dinner, and
Yeah,
we have
so
a daughter, and so
daughter,
it's like
it's-
that's a nice change
Yeah.
to like be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, I can see you every night, and we can, like eat dinner.
I'm not
together.
sneaking in at 11 o'clock at
Yeah.
night.
Oh,
just
yeah.
trying to wind,
Yeah.
you know, I'm waking her up. I'm getting her dressed. You know, that's really.
Gotcha.
And I think that's priceless, honestly.
That is.
You know,
It's
money
important-
comes and goes
important
at the end of
times.
the day.
Yeah.
So it's
the
like
memories live
absolutely,
forever.
absolutely. And these are like the years, you know.
I know.
6
That's
years
what
old.
everybody says it.
Yeah, I'm like, this is cool. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't as bad when she was like an infant, you know, because she's sleeping all day.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I couldn't imagine her having to do it herself. Like that's no way. Shout out to single moms, man.
Oh, I know. Shout out to you. Shout out to you guys.
Serious. Like, I couldn't
yeah.
imagine. Like it. No way.
Yeah, it's tough out here. It's tough for sure.
Because I know a lot of companies they try to prioritize that, like having time away
Absolutely.
from the job,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
having time with your family. So I could totally
Yeah,
understand where you're
yeah.
coming from.
And now I realize why people try to cram everything in on the weekend, man. Because
Yeah,
that
the
week.
weekends are where we have fun, and we have to take advantage of it.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. I'm trying.
You're gonna work again on Monday morning, so let's go out.
But again, it's working on my terms, which I think.
Yeah.
To go back to your question, it'd be hard. It'd be hard to go back to
hard to go
bartending.
back.
But if I would do it, it would be private events. You know, one time here, one time there.
Yeah.
It'd have to be fun too. Like it would have to be fun.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do another restaurant.
Restaurant.
God.
Not that restaurants are bad, but they're a lot.
It's a lot,
They're a lot.
yeah.
So
Well, I ask for cocktails at home once in a while, and I'm like,
Oh,
come
you still-
on, everybody make me something at home. Or
Sling a bottle or two at home.
I'm almost good for like a mimosa,
Yeah.
like you guys. So yeah,
Always. Mimosas is a thing.
for sure.
But with the bartending thing, just gotta ask one question. When Vegas, do you have at least one crazy story for us
Oh boy.
from Vegas?
So like AVNs, you know what those are? Adult video.
Sorry.
The AVNs, like the adult video, the award. Yeah. So like Hard Rock was like the place, like back in the day, like all the LA scene would come there and hang out. So I bartended a private party for Jenna Jameson.
Oh yeah. Oh.
I actually had to sign a waiver because my face was going to appear in videos.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I'm making cocktails and there's a full-on porn set right here.
What?
He did not tell me that when we first met.
But full
You waited
on,
until we were married to tell me that story. I was like, you were where?
I haven't to look for the video, but it's out there somewhere for sure.
Oh, all right.
Wild stuff like that. Just people doing blow on the bar. I mean, it's Vegas. It's
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
You do whatever you want. It really doesn't matter. You got the money. People don't care.
Yeah.
So coming back to here, I was like a little different.
Way different.
For sure.
Lehigh Valley.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
yeah, but I was out there all my 20s. All my 20s out there, early 30s,
true.
which was nice. It was good living for sure.
Sure.
Age it quick too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it was good.
All right. So now digging into the poop. No pun intended.
Yeah.
But,
Good one.
So what have been the really good things about doing your own business now? Like other than being able to spend time with family, being home for dinner and things like that. It's like
seeing the business itself grow, seeing the time and energy that we put into this business to see it excel. I mean, we're doing a podcast right now. That's awesome. I never thought about that a year ago.
Right.
I mean, just anything little, from the shirts to the branding, to all the marketing we do. It's just
Anytime he's like not in the best mood going out in the morning, I'm like, hey, remember, like, your name is on your back. Like, how cool is that? I like to remind him that like, this is your thing. Like, you get to do this every day. It's really,
and to think
really cool.
to think that it came from like just going back to Chris, so a simple conversation to like, you should do it.
Yeah.
And then like getting a domain name, getting insurance and going through all these like
Steps,
a list of things we have to do.
Yeah.
And to know that we accomplished those and that's here we are now is really cool.
Yeah, I'll also credit you too. Like, it's part of like his personality almost to be like a researcher. Like, he spent, I want to say, almost a year worth of time researching this business before he really like started, like the first scooped anything.
Yeah.
And I think that was so beneficial. And like, shout out to like random Facebook groups, because we had our friend in Florida who supported us and gave us tips and ideas, but like there's some Facebook groups of just scoopers in the country.
Just wild
scoopers.
And
Yeah, like for real, it's like
a
private
scooper group.
scooping pages.
And
It's
we
so crazy.
have to request to be in these groups, like they're private groups, and so the information and the knowledge
That's in there,
available
okay.
in there is insane. You
Yeah.
can go in there and search any question that you could possibly have, and 10 people have been through it already, and you're like, oh my god, it's I'm not the only one doing this, and there's so much advice out there, and so that was so helpful to getting started. And then the fact that he knew that already, it wasn't like he was like, all right, I'm just gonna grab a shovel and go
definitely
out.
didn't go into it blind.
Yeah.
I didn't
he
go into it
planned
blind at
a
all.
lot before he started, so that was helpful too.
Yeah.
Then at the same token, like there's only so much you think you can plan for, and then you get out there and you're like, oh, this is not what I planned for.
Yeah.
So-
It's still a new business.
And I'm still, going back to bartending, I'm still dealing with people. I'm still
That's
dealing
what
with
I was
people.
gonna ask. Is your skills from bartending, being able to talk to people,
Absolutely,
has that translated
absolutely,
over?
yeah. Because even if something like as simple as a quote request, I have to call them back. I have to talk to them on the phone.
Yeah.
So bartending has definitely made me, okay with talking to people. If it's something I'm comfortable with, I can talk all day.
Definitely.
So that really helped. And then bartending, customer service, number one. Like, no matter what, customer's always right, right?
Always right.
So I take that same mindset to when I go to these houses. I'll go above and beyond for everyone. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. And I know how, like we were talking about earlier, reviews, something like that. They're super important. So you can't be slacking out there.
And, when we talked about the advertising earlier, I would like to, if you could get into that a little bit. How's the struggles with that been?
I mean, it's at times it's a pay to play kind of game with Google and Facebook and all these groups.
Yeah.
nobody is waking up and be like, I want a pooper scooper, because 95% of people don't know that this service exists.
Yeah.
So
Known a little bit.
yeah, you really got to like punch it to people, you know, with the Facebook advertising, the Google advertising, word of mouth, flyers, events. We do multiple events a year, multiple dog events, from promenade to all kinds of different dog shows.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Just trying to get that word out there. It's not as something as easy as landscaping, where like that's a service need, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but then once people hear about it, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, for the price of a cocktail a week, you'll come pick up this poop for me.
Poop, yeah.
You know, like that.
Yeah,
That's
Very affordable.
the hardest part is getting the word out there, and then once people realize that the simplicity of it, you know, I do all automated billing. I text you when I'm on my way. I text you when I'm done. Some of these people I never even met before.
Yeah.
Never seen their face ever.
Maybe seen their dog.
But you know, it's the same structure as like your garbage man. How many people really have seen their garbage man before?
true.
Right?
That's
Like
true.
it's the same principle. And another thing, like I really don't want you to know I was there. I'm not there to like disrupt your day.
Right.
I'm there to get in, do what I need to
Get
do,
out.
and get out. You know, that's pretty much it. Hi, goodbye, have a great day, happy holidays.
Quick
You know,
scoop.
nice and easy. Make everything automated. You know, it's one of the simpler things you can do.
Transition.
Yeah, this is a
Right.
service to make people's life easier.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
we love dogs. We know you love your dog, and we know you probably, you know, there's a myriad of reasons why people, you know, want a pooper scooper. But, you know, if you don't want to do this yourself, like
cold
that,
outside.
we are here. It's cold outside. It's getting really
I
cold.
had a guy sign up 2-3 weeks ago, just lost his legs to diabetes.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
there's
I'm
people
like,
with injuries.
You know, and the first, you know, I have some people that are ignorant, like, oh, you shouldn't have a dog. But come on, you're not gonna get rid of your
Yeah,
dog.
no,
Yeah,
That's
we,
why I'm,
we get really
stuff like
upset when we hear people like not understand, because, yeah, I mean, we have like clients who are doctors and nurses who work really long
18,
shifts. Like
20 hours
they
a
don't
day.
have the
They don't have
time
time
to do
to
this,
go out.
Yeah.
but that doesn't
Okay.
mean they don't absolutely
Yeah.
adore their animals, you know, their
Yeah.
pets. So yeah, everybody deserves to have a dog.
Yeah, well, when I first started this business, I had a client in my head of who was going to get this service, and I couldn't be any more wrong. Like, could not be
yeah?
any more wrong. I thought it was going to be the money maker, rich person,
yeah.
pick up my poop, you know, like stuff
Right.
like that. No, it's like all walks of life. All walks of life. Yeah. From like $4 million homes to like
Yeah.
$50,000 homes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all over. And that's the thing I like about it too. Like, no day's the same. It's always different. It's always different. So, yeah.
Some people just have a lot of dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
and that makes for a really big job. Like that's a lot of work to go out there and scoop.
So you're like in situations like that. So you're scooping like their yard is crazy. Like
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
dog poop all over the
Well,
yard?
it depends, you know. So we have an option. We can do once a week service, twice a week service, or one-time cleanups. One-time cleanups are more like special events. You're going to have an outdoor party. You want somebody just to come go over your, you know,
okay.
scope it out, clean it up that one time, right? And then most common would be the once a week people. You know, every Monday I'm coming to your house, scooping this poop.
It's a regular service,
Yeah.
and then it's not that bad the next week. It's
Yeah.
the same amount, you know, each time.
Yeah, but once I'm there, like after my first visit, it becomes routine, right? And as crazy it is, dogs are very routine as well. So you could have a half an acre, but I know where your dog's
Exactly where
going
he's going all the
95% of the time. So
On the same spot.
yeah. Not to say I'm not going to look at the whole yard, obviously, but yeah, you kind of fall into that rhythm of what dogs do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So about how many houses do you do in a day?
That varies. It could be 10 to 20 houses a day. Yeah.
10 to 20. Jeez.
So I don't want to
Oh, and
give
that's
too many
like
numbers.
all
but
over,
yeah.
all over the valley. Like
All over the valley, from McCungy down to like Coopersburg to the Peaburg Eastern border up to Wind Gap. So yeah, I basically break it down daily. So Wednesdays I'm south of 78.
Oh, okay.
You know,
okay.
so Thursdays I'm north of 22, west of 33, like stuff like that. So it's basically like grid systems. With this job, you really want to get that tight route density because your time is money, right? So I can't be wasting 20 minutes to get to the next house. So you want to really, you know, some houses I'll have like 3 houses on the same block, which is nice. I
okay.
just park my truck
And then you
then
just
bam,
walk.
bam, bam. Yeah, which is beautiful.
Okay.
But then the next house might be, you know, 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
So you really got to try to like get that down.
So I know what that's like. I used to do deliveries. So I used to deliver washers, dryers,
Okay,
fridges,
yeah, yeah.
and
So
stuff
exactly,
like that.
yeah.
And it's literally, we used to do it the same way.
Yep.
So it was like, we split the trucks up.
Yep.
You go this way, you go to Allentown.
Yeah.
Somebody else is going
Yeah,
up north.
I mean, you factor in time and
Yeah.
gas and everything. That's that's my money. You know, so I gotta watch what I do with that. But then as more people come on, your route gets tighter and tighter. So in the beginning, you'll take anything you can within reason, you know.
No,
but I'm still getting calls from like Jim Thorpe, and I'm like, I can't do Jim Thorpe.
So you're just trying to keep yourself.
Absolutely, but I do keep track of who's calling from where, and I keep a list. I've also like befriended some people. I got a scooper buddy in Jersey that I befriended. So if he knows some people in this side, he'll kick them over to me. If I get some people that are in Jersey, I'll be like, oh, I can't do it, but I know a guy.
Oh, okay.
And
Like a referral system.
absolutely. And we'll say colleagues, like, oh, my colleague in Jersey, you know, and I just befriended somebody up north towards the Poconos. Same thing. You know, he kicked me down a job last week. I just got somebody throw it up to him. So it's a really cool like handoff for each other.
In that little community.
Going back to what I said earlier, right? There's 300,000 dogs in this valley. There's
enough dogs
plenty
for
of
everybody.
food for everybody. It doesn't need to be cutthroat, you know. So, and as it gets more and more a regular service, I think more people will come out to it, and you know, there might be a little boom.
No,
But that's why I'm glad I started this now. You know, get your, because I was naive in the beginning. Like I said, I thought I was just going to start this business. We'd have a Facebook page, and all of a sudden people would be like, I want to do it.
Yeah.
But man, it takes work, you know, and that's what every day it's something new. We're learning something new. Going back to like the algorithm thing, the YouTubes and the man, it's brutal. It's brutal.
Yeah. Really. Why for YouTube, right? What you could do, I don't know if you want to do it, but could do like a kind of like the day in the life or.
So I thought about getting like a little GoPro or something, and just like,
showing like people will literally watch.
Absolutely,
they will watch.
Yeah,
watch.
I need to like branch out and figure some stuff out. Like that,
and you know, set the camera, be like, hey guys, today we're doing da da da. Yeah, we're doing a big yard, and this is like 20 acres. We're gonna go find a poop today. You know,
bad idea. I like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
Anytime I post something like with his face, or like usually with a dog, like, but mostly like stuff of him, people love that. I get so many more likes.
They want to see. They want to see. They want to see what you're doing.
Seeing you do this.
Yeah. And you could be the first poop guy on YouTube, man. You know, day in the life. Just hey, you know, today we're driving to Jim Thorpe. Maybe when you start doing Jim Thorpe, we're driving Jim Thorpe, and we're, you know, we got 20 acres today. We got to find where the dog pooped at. You know,
I like that.
So you know, maybe one day.
Giving the social media manager more to do now.
That's all her, by the way. I don't do anything as far as like
talking about it. So what is the?
Yeah, I'll give you the explanation. So he's like talking about this company, doing this research and everything, and he's like, you know what, the one thing I don't really know is Instagram, and like I go on there for fun once in a while, whatever, and I'm like, I love Instagram, I know how to do Instagram, I can totally do this. And he's like, can you be like the social media person? And I'm like, absolutely. Little did I know the amount of time, and I'm like being like a designer too. I love like graphic design.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have the Canva account, and I make the posts, and I design the posts, and I put the logo on everything, and like we're
really big on like sticking to the brand colors. So
like
everything's got to be
colors. Like I want it to visually look great on the internet and on our pages.
Yeah.
Like if our logo's not on there, you know it's us just by, you know, based on colors.
Of course, absolutely. We're so into that stuff, and I'm so into that as a designer, but it is so much work.
It is. It's a lot.
And to constantly post and have something to post and ready to post, you know, like I said, like I have a full-time job too.
Yeah, still work full-time
job. So yeah, I set up my posts, or I schedule them, and I'll make everything on the weekends, and get ready to export it, you know, on that day, on that morning, and like have stuff going out there just so it's a regular thing, you know, trying to work with the algorithm.
Yeah, I know. That's tough.
You know, keep it looking fresh.
I just don't want to become stagnant. I always want to be relevant. I always want, you know, you got to keep going and going.
Yeah.
Even if you don't think you're getting anything from it, you're getting something from it. You know, you just don't see it immediately.
Yeah.
But it's doing its thing.
Yeah. Because I want somebody to go on Instagram or go on Facebook and scroll down and see all the stuff we've already done and be like, oh wow, this is a great company. They're legit.
Yeah, they're
like,
legit.
They have good, you know, good stuff on
Instagram. The pages, when you go look at, like, even when for us with the food. When we go look at a restaurant and you see their page and it doesn't look that great, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah. You're already bummed.
Exactly.
I'm like, you have so much food. Just take a nice picture, you know, or two. That's it.
I want to see the food.
And I will definitely say, you know, we're strong in that like fresh new content all the time.
I'm trying.
But again, it's a full-time job in itself, you know.
That is completely.
I also try to like just share like funny videos of dogs and, you know, pets and stuff, because people just love that stuff. So, you know, I'll just share like random stuff from the internet all the time just to get like our clients and people already follow us just to laugh, you know, like, oh, this is hilarious content. You know, even if we didn't make it, we'll just like, you know, share stories and stuff. But
So things you have to do with social
yeah,
media. Man.
yeah, sure.
tough.
I mean, it's
tough.
fun, and people love seeing the dogs too. I mean, people are obsessed with their dogs. We were at an event last night, and my coworker was like, "Oh my god, I'm talking like about my dog like it's my baby,"
Your
and
baby,
we're like,
yeah.
"No, we get that. Like, we totally understand how
Yeah.
people feel about their dogs." So. Like, I'm all about like posting pictures of people's dogs and writing a funny bio about them.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh my God, my dog's on the internet." You know, they get so excited about that stuff. So
How's
Yeah.
the dynamic been? You know, working together as a couple. You know,
it's interesting. Like coming home after a day of work, you know, he's like thinking about this business 24/7. He's
absolutely.
thinking about his business. So, you know, we got to like make sure like we have dinner time and then we relax and then we can talk about like, all right, what's next on the plate for like marketing? What are you doing here? What's he spending, you know, his free time on Google, like checking the ads and checking like sponsorships and stuff like that. So
And we also have to cut it off at a certain time too.
Yeah.
because You still have a life,
It's a
right?
lot.
Like,
Yep.
like, again, like I've gone back to money, it comes and goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my family's first, obviously, with anything. So we do try to make it. We're like,
Yeah.
all right, after this hour, we're done.
No
Close
more
the
work
computers.
talk.
You know, we're done. We're done with all this
For the day.
No more.
Okay.
No more.
Our fall actually are like during the fall months is always pretty busy. I mean, this is the year 2, but it was crazy because every weekend almost we had an event. Like they have like the fall festivals or, you know, dog park events. And so we go and we'll set up a whole booth. And that's how we get like a lot of traction and talk to a lot of people and get our business cards out there, give dogs treats and such. So that really filled our
Yeah, just
schedule. Like
plugging
our
away,
weekends,
plugging away.
our weekends were very busy in the fall. So it's a little nice to
It's
have
actually like a break right now.
a break. Yeah.
I kind of miss it a little bit though,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, the events are really fun. I love doing that with him
Because you
it's
build
so
a
cool.
rapport with other dog related vendors,
Yeah.
right? So like Deb at Canine Resorts in Bethlehem, we befriended her. So now she gives out our flyers for new customers.
Oh, yeah. We met so many people like that, like Deb, like
Yeah.
who have been
Puppy
so
Palace,
helpful.
Puppy Palace down in Bethlehem has
Yeah.
helped us out tremendously.
Yes,
Just a lot of people that want to see you succeed, and you're all on the same wavelength as far as like what we like and don't like. And
Yeah. It's the people in the dog business, I
Yeah.
guess, right?
Yeah.
Like we love meeting new people in the dog world.
And then they'll tell us about events that are coming up. Like, hey, you should do this event coming up in Nazareth Park on this day.
Oh
So
yeah, that's
So
great.
do you guys set up? Like tents at any of
Oh,
the
yeah.
events? That's
Yeah.
yeah, we got a
like-
nice setup.
Yeah, we worked on it a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, so we went like the week or 2 that you started scooping. You started the business. We went into a new pet store in Easton.
Yeah, Earthwise Pets.
And we met the owner there, and she was like, "I just opened this pet store." She's like, "You guys are new business owners. Why don't you come for my ribbon cutting?" And we're like, we have a box of business
We
cards.
had nothing. We didn't have a table.
And
We had
a table.
nothing.
So he like runs to Walmart. He's like, I just bought his table at Walmart and a tablecloth. And he goes, we're just throwing this stuff together, like candy in a dog bowl, like. And we show up, and that's where we met Deb.
Looking back now, it's like the worst set.
And she's like, it was so
compared to
bad.
what we have now.
People are
Oh,
like,
not
who
even
are
close.
these people talking about poop sitting on this little Walmart
Yeah.
table? But now we have like the banners and the signs, and our tablecloth is like printed. We got all that stuff now
Yeah.
with the logo, and it looks so good. And so
it's very nice. Very
Isn't
nice
it
setup.
crazy how when you start to when you kind of get your footing?
Yeah, I mean, even
Yeah.
from the shirts, we have like
Yeah.
these cheesy little like shirts.
Yeah, the shirts were the cheapest shirt that we could get. Yeah.
So you made the shirts?
No.
So Lehigh Valley Printing.
Yeah.
our
Okay,
friend
that's
there
where we
does
go.
it. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Did
Okay.
some really
Good
nice.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did some really great new ones. These are actually fresh. These are fresh. Yeah.
Oh, to them. And so she said how it was. How about you? How is it working with your wife?
I have to remind myself that she does have a full-time job on top of being a mom, so that's a lot where like I wake up, I go do my job, I come home. That's all I got.
Yeah.
But she's still at work. Like when I come home, she's still at work. My daughter's still at school. So that's when I have to be proactive and do things. It's good. She knows me. She knows what I like and what I don't like. So I think obviously having that relationship helps a lot.
Yeah.
At the same time, when I come home and I'm stressed about the day, she's the first one there. So she has to hear a lot of it too. So that's a lot on her at times. And I have to remind myself that, that she's a business partner too. you know. So,
Thank
but without a doubt, if she wasn't doing this, there's no way we'd be where we are right now. Not a chance.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Nice to hear that.
For sure, like not even close. 'Cause I can't do the post like that. Like, I have no clue. I'd eventually figure it out, but it wouldn't be where it is
wouldn't
now.
be, okay.
So, no, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
And we both know a lot of people too that helped us throughout the times.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. And it's nice to also like because this whole thing was his brainchild, like I want to make sure I'm not just like throwing all this content out into the world. You know, I'm constantly like, are you okay with me sharing a picture, you know, this or whatever? And how do you want me to describe this? So it's nice. But yeah, we've also had help from like the website we've had done by a local company. Like the logo was done by a local artist. So like
Creative
it wasn't like, it takes the pressure off of me, like doing everything. So it's been nice. Yeah.
It's a lot of like trial and error, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think it's going to go this way, and that idea was terrible. So now we got to scrap it and start all over.
Yeah.
So it's always evolving, and the area is always evolving. So it kind of goes hand in hand, you know.
So do you do like say you do a lot of residential? So
Residential.
Do you do businesses as well?
Do some commercial. I do something for Bethlehem North Side Alive. I take care of 2 parks. And then I walk a designated route in North Bethlehem. So it's more of like business fronts that have been complaining about dogs going on their property and then nobody just leaving it there. So they're trying to do almost, I don't want to say revitalization North Bethlehem, but they're trying to get more people to come to North Bethlehem.
Yeah.
And you know, nobody's going to come if it's dirty.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a lot with them.
The waste stations.
The waste stations. We change out the waste stations at the parks. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's easy, you know. He goes there with the bags and he switches them out.
them
But
out.
it's somebody's got to do it.
Yeah,
you know,
somebody's gotta
otherwise, it's all going to be there. They leave their poop
Exactly.
bags there. So yeah, it's really nice. It's actually going to be, I think, a push like going into our 3rd year soon is
start focusing more on commercial.
businesses.
So I mean, I drove somewhere yesterday that I had no idea this apartment complex was there.
Oh yeah.
And this was in like Easton,
Yeah.
and it's just this high-rise luxury apartments.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got to start hitting up these little neighborhoods where,
okay.
you know. So definitely, I got to keep up with the times of commercial accounts growing.
Yeah,
Okay.
that
So-
would be a big help for the business for sure. Yeah.
And do you so when you pick up poop, do you have a special tool? I
do.
That's like my
I got all the little tricks and trades and the
Common questions, by the way.
Corona 3020 is the rake you want to get if you want to.
Yeah, okay.
Man,
Don't
it's
give all
nice.
your secrets away. Hold on.
It's nice. But no, we got like the standard like yellow bucket, and then we kind of do some little modifications to it.
Okay.
Just to make your job easier. Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, the bucket gets heavy.
It does
So he
get
has like a special like handle
There's
he
like
put on
a
it.
handle on it.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's cool.
is.
It's a very good setup. Yeah, and then like he uses a truck, so like everything's in the back of the truck, and it's all very like sanitary. Spray stuff down, and
Gotcha.
Yeah,
he
big time.
does a really great job of keeping everything really clean, and yeah, it's really cool.
Okay. That's good. So with the business, how like what do you see? Like do you see yourself, you know, having employees what do you see, you know, in the years to come?
Yeah,
I know where what
again with
year-
like a number
year
in my
2?
head. Once I hit this number, excuse me, I think I'm
might
gonna have to
hire
have help.
somebody. Okay.
Yeah, and that number's coming pretty quickly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, glad to hear it.
Yeah, for sure. At the same time, employees, different set of problems.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what do I want to do? The benefit of employees is I can actually have some time off now. Like I haven't had
Love
time
him to
off
go on
in
vacation.
a long time. You know, they went down to Disney, and I was like,
Yeah.
damn, I didn't get to go
Couldn't
to Disney
No.
because I just started the business. I can't be
Yeah.
like, hey, hi, thanks for signing up, but I'm going to be gone for a week.
For a week,
It's a bad
okay.
look.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
so
definitely.
unfortunately, I had to scrap the Disney trip.
We'll
but-
go again.
Yeah, we'll go. But I don't know. I think I would like to bring on some more people eventually, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So could you see yourself like expanding out of the Lehigh Valley, or would you try?
I would. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would start heading west. Yeah. I feel like everything's moving out west, like building out that way. So I would head that way.
Yeah, we do. You do have a nice little list of people who have reached out and wanted service, but they're just out of our area.
Yeah, there's kind of like a gap between like Bucks County's kind of funny. You know, there's really no dominant service down there. So I get a lot of calls from Bucks County. But it, like, again, with tight route density, that's just too far for me to go.
Can't drive that far, especially like with a truck and the gas mileage.
But if I had somebody come on, then I could take myself and be like, all right, I'm going to concentrate on Bucks County and growing Bucks County.
Right.
And then kind of starting all over. But now I have the knowledge of what I did here in Northampton and Lehigh County.
You could do it.
Yeah, I could do it down there. So eventually, it's like stepping stones, you know, right? So just build. But
Yeah.
But that's just, again, a whole set of problems.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so can I backtrack a little bit? So I wanted to ask a question about the season. So what is you guys' like busiest time of the year?
We're coming up on it. Yeah.
Also, like,
yeah.
It's cold, right?
It's cold.
Nobody wants to go outside
Yeah.
and pick up poop.
Exactly.
You
And
wouldn't
the
think
key is to hold
yeah.
on to those people through the summer.
Yeah.
Most of the people will be like, I'm just going to use you for the winter. It's cold. And then like once they realize they haven't gone outside by themselves and picked up their own dog's poop in like months, they're
just gonna.
Yeah, they're like, this is a
continually do
really
it.
nice benefit.
But yeah, like starting now is really, and then like that final, for people that didn't sign up, that final like winter thaw, the people that didn't like do anything during the winter, that's when we get a lot of like one-time cleanup requests.
Yeah.
And you're paying a lot more for that too.
Yeah.
So that's when I can kind of convert those people to weekly clients. Like, hey, this is going to be $150 for me to do this, but
okay.
you sign up for a weekly service. You got to think like big picture, long term too, right? So I could take that quick $150,
Yeah.
or I continue to get that $75, $80 every time.
Yeah.
So
You the job. Yeah.
but I would say like right now, starting now is
time.
gonna
I figured that. I mean, I walked outside today.
Yeah.
I was like, if I had a dog, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
It was-
and it's not.
so cold.
It is cold, but like you dress for it. I mean, it's,
Yeah. That's true.
I pop an earbud in and I just go, man. I just go. Just listen to music. Go to the next job. Just go. Which I kind of like that like repetitiveness of it. It's kind of just like really no worries. It's really
good.
Yeah. And when you get to meet a dog or two, it's
it helps.
extra fun.
And that, again, going back to the bartending, that was one of the trickiest parts though too, was like that lack of interaction. Like my nightlife was like going to work. I would see all my best friends at work. I met her like 11 years ago, really. At the bar, bartending,
okay.
So I've always associated that with like my nightlife. So when I started the scooping company, it's, I have to be more proactive now with like seeing people. Before it was like everybody just came to me. Like there's alcohol, we're gonna hang out. It's a party. So losing that interaction with people is tricky. And I gotta remember that I have to keep that up. I gotta keep that up for sure. It's healthy.
You're in the grinding stage.
Exactly, and that's the thing, right? Like I know there's gonna be a time where I can like take a break, but it's just not now.
When you hire that first guy.
Yeah, that's when.
Yeah,
For like a
exactly.
week or two, I'll feel.
I'm like, because we're going to Florida. Let's go.
So, but yeah, it's good. It's a good time.
So we're gonna do two parts. So what's the hardest thing so far with this and
the business?
Yeah, what is been like the smoothest thing?
The hardest part is, again, just getting the word out there that that there is this service that you can sign up for.
Okay.
That's the hardest part, I would say.
And erasing the stigma that goes along with it. I think
Yeah,
a lot of people
that's-
are like, why do I need this?
That's true.
They don't understand.
You get the haters on Facebook.
why
Like you do a
I
Facebook
need
ad,
it.
and then people are like, why the fuck would I pay somebody to come pick up my, stuff like that. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, save it.
I hate that stuff. I hate that
Keep
stuff.
your opinion to yourself.
Yeah, and we
exactly.
don't comment on it. We let it go. We're like, whatever. I'm not going to engage back and forth with you.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of haters because they think it's like a joke.
They
right?
just don't understand that it's a really, really necessary
It really
thing
is.
for
I don't
some
think
people.
people realize like this is a straight up like LLC. I'm paying taxes. I have city permits. Like this is a job. This isn't like a 12-year-old kid that's just I'm gonna go start this on the side for some pocket money. Like this is legit. I'm trying to start a brand, a business. Like this is what I want. Just like you think of poop, you think of Cressman pet food pickup, like automatically, just like that. And that's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
It'll happen.
Yeah, no, it will. Without a doubt.
For sure.
Without a doubt,
We'll do a follow up.
In a couple of years,
There you
definitely.
go. There you go.
But what's been like the smoothest part or the easiest?
The easiest.
If there is something,
I think the easiest, honestly, is like me waking up and going to do it.
I was gonna say you
Yeah.
just working.
Yeah, I just
because you'll come home and be like, yeah, I just did my thing. It was
Yeah.
that the scooping. You always say that to people. The scooping is actually the easiest part. of this
Yeah.
job.
The scooping is the physical aspect of the scooping is the easiest. Get up, put my clothes on, get out
and
there.
he's got it nailed down.
Yeah, I mean, I got it down to science, like back
rhythm.
roads to get here, and don't go this on this time. And
Walk us through a day in the life. What does a day look like?
Yeah, what's the day? Yeah, when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah,
as you
yeah.
open your eyes.
open my eyes. We're both up. Come downstairs, grab some coffee.
Yeah.
I'll pull out my little cooler, ice packs. She usually makes the morning sandwiches for everyone.
I make lunch.
Yeah.
But he makes breakfast.
Yeah, I make breakfast. I do the breakfast. Pack up a big gallon jug of water, load
Oh
up the
my
truck.
God, so much water in the
Yeah.
summer. He needed so much water.
Yeah, just sanitize all the equipment again before I go out. Get my bags ready, get all the gear checked, and then I have this CRM that I use that I contact people through. It shows my schedule for the day. It shows the quickest routes to where I'm going to go.
Okay.
I look at that, I take that all in, and then I start the day. First text message goes out. I've been doing this thing now where I'll send like memes like on my way, and it'll be like somebody falling downstairs or something like that, like just to be funny.
Okay.
Like, before I'd be like, "Hi, this is Craig with Cressman Pet Food Pickup. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Have a great day." La, 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 la. But
It's not as
like
fun.
I'm picking up poop, right? It should be fun.
Yeah, it should be funny. Yeah.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to be that serious. I don't have to because it's
Yeah.
mine.
yours,
I can do
yeah.
what I want to do. You know. So, and people have been eating it up. Like they're loving it. You know, if I don't do
good.
it, people are like, "Why didn't you send them me?"
The little moving GIF. Yeah.
So like, I'll send it out. Hey, I'm on my way. I pull up there, get my boots on. You know, earbud in, get on a podcast or something, listen, whatever, and just start scooping. Get back out to the truck. Bag it up, put it in my bin, spray the equipment off, boots off, put on my Crocs to get back in the truck, and just, hey, have a great night, have a great day, see you later, you know, say hi to Billy, whatever.
And like your gate's locked. Like
Yeah,
people,
gate's
you know, he
locked,
makes
you know.
sure like everybody's house is secure.
If
Like
there's
the dogs are gonna
anything,
get
you know,
out.
this is another great benefit of the service is that if there's anything I see that's like abnormal with the dogs, because I'm the first one to see it. If your dog ate something, like I'm gonna know your dog ate something.
That's a big
You
deal
know what I'm
for
saying?
dogs
So
sometimes.
I contact the people. So it's like that's a whole nother service. You know, letting people know like, hey, you might want to take your dog to the vet. you got something going on.
Definitely.
Then just off to the next house. Bang, bang, bang. I'm getting better with, because I like that momentum. I like from bartending. I like that go, 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 go. Because you look up and you're like, oh wow, I just worked 6 hours, and like it felt like an hour, right? So, and she gets on me about this all the time. Like I don't stop to eat. Like I just like drive, you know, just I'm eating and driving the next place.
Like, just
I'm like,
pull over. Just pull over and eat a
But
sandwich.
again, I think being a new business and trying to get that grind going, that I don't want to
Hustling,
stop.
yeah.
You know, I just want to keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
And it can get tiresome for sure. I get
understandable.
tired.
Yeah.
It's a lot of walking. It's a lot of walking.
yeah.
I haven't stopped to track how much it is, but it's miles and miles a day,
yeah.
without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
And then back to the house. I'm done. Call it a day.
Okay.
Start over the next day.
Yeah, but you get some nights, you know, if you don't have like a full day, he'll go right up to the computer when he comes home.
Oh, okay.
And then he's like on the computer and he's like
Researching something,
checking
or, you know,
Google,
what could I do with this ad to make it
research.
better? Why am I not getting
Yeah.
this many impressions on this ad? And you know, where's my money going that I'm paying? for
communicating
this?
with
And,
the website people who we have helping us
Yeah.
out with the website.
Yeah.
So yeah.
yeah, there's always something to do.
He's
Like it's
always-
never,
yeah,
it's never,
a
and
lot
that's why I had
after.
to establish that thing. We're like, all right, we're done with this at this time,
Yeah.
no more, because you could literally sit there all day,
day.
just trying to figure this out.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, definitely.
It's a lot. Yeah.
So do you have any crazy house situations that you've been in? And I when I used to do deliveries, like there's like a house in Caddy where we went. It was 40 cats before we even got to the sidewalk.
Yeah.
The smell hit you.
man.
So it was like, have you been in any situations where it was like this is out of control?
I no longer have this person, but I did have one person where we do an initial cleanup, right? So like, I can't go to your house and charge you $15 for your first pickup when you haven't had it picked up in like a year. And this is when I first started, and I was very naive, and like I was taking anything I could get. You know, I was just hungry. I didn't know any different. And I got to this house, and it was just
Which, by the way, I just want to say,
so bad.
I do want to say, like we also like don't shame anyone for that. Like potential
Oh, yeah,
clients, like
definitely.
it is not a big deal if you haven't picked it up in a while. Because some people come to us and they're like, "Oh my god, I haven't picked it up in so long. I'm so embarrassed." And I'm like, "No, don't be embarrassed. Like
you
this
get
is our
busy.
job.
It's
Yeah.
understandable,
We
yeah.
just now know like to explain that there's a fee if it takes a really long time. But yeah, this one took you a long time, and it
a
was
lot.
$15.
10 garbage bags.
Yeah.
Like,
10 garbage bags of
I was
poop.
there for like
Yeah.
5 hours.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was like a live and learn kind of.
Yeah, he sent a picture of that, and I think I posted it online. I used it. I was like, I'm posting
It
this.
became like a great.
That's
like,
a lot of poop.
marketing picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of poop.
That out of it, I guess. But
Wow.
Yeah,
yeah.
5 bags.
wish you knew about that fee back then.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Damn. So what's been like the biggest learning curve for the business? Whether it's just starting the business or even just the poop thing is like
Patience. Yeah.
Okay.
I want that overnight success. I'm like, I want it now. I want it now. And you just got to put your hours in. You got to put the time
Definitely.
in.
10,000 hours and then you're a pro.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. A buddy of mine was just telling her this story. Guy cuts my hair. Actually, we were talking. He was saying, "How's business?" And I said, "It's great. It could always be better."
Yeah.
And he said, I had to live with my parents the first 2 years when I got this barbershop because I just couldn't do it. Now he's booked till like June just to get a haircut. He said, "You just got to keep doing what you're doing. Just keep your head down, keep going, and just be positive about it, and know that you're gonna have bad days. You're gonna have bad weeks." But that's what separates you from others is that you keep going back and doing it and doing it and doing it until you get it right.
Yeah. For me, I think it's also like we put this content out online. We'll go to an event, we'll talk to people, and then I want like our phone to ring off the hook with people calling for the service when there's still like that extra like word of mouth. Like you're just waiting for somebody to actually sign up.
Yeah, like you think you did everything on your end that you could possibly do.
You can't really control.
And you're just waiting.
Yeah.
Come on, man. But then you get that call and you're like, all right.
Yeah.
then it goes and you get it again and you get another call and you get, it starts building and building and building.
It
So
also changed the way that we like onboarded people. Like we used to have on the website, you could go and sign yourself up. But now with like the quote system, like people just fill in a couple pieces of information, like their name, their address, how many dogs they have. I think that's it.
Yeah, being so new, it's beneficial for us to actually talk to them on the phone.
And then he calls them, sends them a text, whatever, and then they actually get to like talk to him, and people are much more receptive to signing up for it
because it's new. They don't understand exactly. You could have every question answered on your website, but people are still going to have some questions.
So this
has
talk
been
to you
like,
and hear your voice and be like, okay, this is a person coming to the
is
house.
this
They're
real?
going to do it. Yeah, they are going to pick up my poop. Yeah.
So how can we should have probably done this ahead of the show. I apologize, but give the people your website and way to your Instagram, Facebook, all that.
So Instagram is at Cressman Scoops. The website is cressmanscoops.com.
Yep.
Business phone number 610-839-8387.
Yep.
That's about it, right?
That's it. Yeah, we're on Facebook too.
Facebook,
Cressman
Instagram.
Puppy Pickup.
Check out our website. Really cool website.
It is really
Really
cool.
nice website.
You can make the appointments on the website.
You can contact me through the website. You can put your information in, and I'll
and
reach
then
out
you'll
to you.
reach out.
And then
Okay.
that way we can agree on if you have a preference in a day that I come out.
Okay.
If I can work it to where I can get to that day, I'll do everything I can to get to you on that day. A lot of people try to do it where like especially in the summertime, right before people have grass cutters come out, they try to get me out the day before. And grass cutters like love that too because now they're not driving through it and spreading it, just making their job harder.
Yeah.
So that's one benefit of actually talking to the people.
Yeah, poop is really bad for the environment and really bad for
there's no
having in your yard and the
compostable
smell.
benefit of it.
No, you can't compost it. It's not like that. It's like all the bacteria and stuff from the dogs. So so it's really like not great to leave in your yard anyway. So it's good when he can get there right before the people cut the grass. So that's good.
So what's it?
You said it's either one time or it's weekly.
You can do one time. We do one time. We do weekly. We'll do bi-weekly once in a while, and then like I have somebody actually do 3 times a week.
Okay.
Yeah, they got big Great Danes. So. They're basically horses.
Yeah, it's like horses. Literally. Yeah.
So like this woman needs it 3 times, and she's situated where like I'm pretty much always passing her house.
Oh, okay.
So it works out for
That's
both
perfect.
of us. But like I said, like if somebody reaches out, we'll figure something out.
So
I'm not going to say no to anybody.
Have your neighbors used you so far? No?
Yeah. We got, actually it was one of our first customers. It was one of our neighbors.
nice.
So, and we put signs out through the neighborhood. So
Okay.
you can tell where I live if you drive around the neighborhood. You're like, why are there so many poop signs in this one area? So that's helped. It's been.
Yeah, all the advertising we can get
For sure. Yeah, I'll take any advertising.
Yeah.
And what's been what keeps you motivated to do this other than you wanting success? It's like, what keeps you motivated to keep doing this? 2 years going on 3.
Yeah. The story of starting from nothing and building it up. I like that mindset. My family, one day my daughter wants to do this. Are you kidding me? Here, take it. Like that'd be awesome. Like why not? Who knows what's gonna happen?
I was gonna say mine's a little different. I mean, those are amazing reasons, of course. I have met so many people in the dog industry in the Lehigh Valley with all these events and doing this business, and I think like meeting people who are running rescues, like local rescues, and seeing like all the needs that these dogs have, and like they need to be fostered, and there's so many coming in, or so many in shelters, and like I think like it would be it's a goal of mine, at least for our business, to give back to the community in some way. And I don't know if it's, partnering with rescues. I mean, we already do events with them now, and we've met all of them and we said hi, but like to really do something like for the dog community and the people who love their dogs in the Lehigh Valley, it would be so meaningful. At the end of the day, I would love people to like see Cressman's, our name and our logo and be like, oh my God, those are the people who like do all these things for, dog lovers in the community and like our community advocates. So I would like that too. At the end of the day,
and like
we gotta,
and part of it's definitely for the dogs too. Like there's moments where like I'll go above and beyond and like just eat it. Like I won't even, just doing it just to do it, just to help people out. Because I'm a people person too. Like I like helping people, so that's definitely part of it.
Yeah, and you learn that whatever the reason is that somebody has hired him, he's going and he's doing a job for them that for whatever reason they can't do or they don't want to do, and it's a service that's giving them a better quality of life. Now they can go out and do something they want to do, spend time with their family. Like they don't have to walk around scooping their dog.
Yeah, I mean life's short, man. Not everybody wants to stay.
Definitely.
For sure.
Oh, definitely. Always do one thing we ask before we end is any entrepreneur that's or wants to start a business, what advice would you give them?
Be patient, research.
Research, definitely.
Start it when you think you're ready, even though you're probably not ready.
You're never ready.
Like you're never ready.
No.
But just patience. Patience for sure. It will happen. It will definitely happen.
Yeah, that's good. And work hard.
Yeah.
You have to just.
You have to grind.
Hustle.
Yeah, it's not overnight. It's definitely not overnight.
Constantly is the grind.
And make relationships. Make relationships with other businesses,
that's a
other
great
people.
one, yeah.
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Because
definitely.
that support
Connect.
system.
Yeah.
It's priceless.
Yeah.
Not everybody's out to
always
get you.
that.
There's people that actually want to help you. Which is what I really discovered starting this business. A lot of local good businesses that just want to see you succeed. And vice versa. We plug them, they plug us. It goes back and forth.
True.
Very, very mutual.
That's a great one. Yeah.
No, that is a great one. Definitely think about that YouTube thing, man. I'm telling you. There's a guy I actually watch. He takes wasps from houses.
Okay.
Like whenever there's a wasp somewhere, he does that and he'll put up a camera and he'll do his thing. I watch it. Like I'm So
That's cool. I like that.
There's always a place for everything, and you can use them as reels too on Instagram. So
Okay.
goes both ways.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's true.
definitely look into it.
It's your department.
Yeah. So get that GoPro eventually.
Absolutely.
And do your thing.
Absolutely.
But
I got one, a fun one. So is there anybody that you want us to see us interview that we haven't done yet?
Oh my goodness. Do you know what? It's interesting. So we're in Allentown, and we actually met a dog trainer who works in Allentown. I think she lives somewhere really close by. Her name is her company is Canine Leadership Academy.
Okay.
I would actually recommend her.
That's true. Yeah, good one.
Yeah,
Kendra.
I'll give you her information. But
Okay.
she's awesome.
Yeah, we'll
and
reach
she
out.
Very knowledgeable.
She's so knowledgeable, so good with dogs, and she's every dog can be trained. She has the greatest attitude about it. Yeah, I would.
That's a good call.
Yeah, especially because you're here in the city.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So the dog that you guys have, who picked the dog?
Finn.
Who picked him?
Oh, you.
Did I pick him?
Yeah, you did. It's crazy. Yeah, he's a wild chocolate lab.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a little more your puppy.
I will say
than
though
mine.
that since we started this business, my yard's probably the worst yard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Tell people
it's like
that.
a chef. Like a chef doesn't want to go home and start cooking, right? Like they don't want to do it. They're done. They're done.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happened. Speaking of which, I got to hit it up tomorrow.
We gotta clean our yard up.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah,
Yeah.
Finn's a good dog.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
dog.
He's a good guy.
Okay.
Make sure you send yourself a meme in the morning.
For real. That's true. That's true.
Could you guys give the people your information again? Just to make sure.
So it's CressmanScoops.com is our website. At Cressman Scoops for our handle. Phone number 610-839-8387. That's Cressman Pet Poop Pickup.
Appreciate you guys taking the time out.
Of course, appreciate it.
really
Thank
this
you.
is
Before you finish,
oh yeah, we got to shout out our sponsor. Shout out Scanny Cuvée.
Like that.
Of course, I guess
Where's that available at?
episode. Yeah, you could get anywhere locally. That's all. Yeah.
At the Fine Wine Good Spirits. Nice. Look at you.
So
Ready for mimosa. Nice.
That's a big deal.
if you guys want the bottle, you can take it with you.
You can take it with you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you can have that. You can take that with you.
Shout
So.
out to Banco Beverages.
Yeah, shout out to Banco Beverages. They supply us with the bottles. So
Yeah.
shout out to those guys and shout out to Scandy for the
deal.
bottles always.
Damn,
so
that's you.
I
like it.
man.
I like it.
Mimosas for everybody.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Thank you guys for listening to another episode. This is episode 10 of our Have You Heard edition. So we'll check back in what, a year, 2?
Yeah.
Whenever you guys
Yeah, I
want to
appreciate
check
it.
back in, just
Yeah.
let us know and we'll do a follow
Absolutely.
up.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, but good luck with the business.
Thank
and
you.
we're glad you took your time out. Really
Absolutely.
appreciate that.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right.